In a prison known as the Vertical Self-Management Center, Goreng wakes up in a concrete cell with the number 48 on its wall. There's nothing but a bed and a sink for him to use and a hole in the middle of the floor, which his cellmate Trimagasi calls the pit. There are hundreds of floors like theirs, all of them with 2 prisoners using fake names assigned by the management. Every day, food is lowered on a platform through the hole, and you have 2 minutes to eat as much as possible before it leaves to a lower floor. The lower you are, the fewer chances you have of eating anything. At the end of each month, prisoners are shuffled and sent to different floors. When Goreng sees the platform for the first time, he decides not to eat because he isn't hungry, and he'd rather leave food for the lower levels. After eating as much as he can, Trimagasi spits on the table, knowing people above probably do the same. Goreng decides to keep an apple for later, but after the platform leaves, the cell begins to feel extremely hot. It turns out that keeping food is forbidden, so Goreng has to get rid of the apple or they'll burn to death. This makes Goreng think about the interview he had before entering the place, when he had to sign a paper accepting the fact he can't get out until the agreed period is over. Every prisoner has a choice to bring one item with them, and Goreng chose to bring a copy of Don Quixote. Goreng came here voluntarily. He'll spend 6 months in exchange for an accredited diploma. The next day, Goreng refuses to eat again when the platform comes, and Trimagasi thinks floor 48 is wasted on him. Goreng asks Trimagasi for his story, and Trimagasi explains it all started with a television ad. He bought an extraordinary knife that he saw on TV, but only a few days later, they released a new ad promoting an even better knife. This made him so furious that he took the TV and threw it out the window, killing a guy that was passing by. Trimagasi was given a choice between a psychiatric hospital and the hole, so here he is. The lowest he's gone was 132, thus he knows there are more floors than that because he could see them below. No food reaches the lower levels, and a month down there isn't that bad. The problem is when you get 2 lower levels in a row. Goreng is scared of this possibility and tries to talk to the people on the other floors to ask them to ration their food, but he's ignored. Trimagasi replies by pissing into the lower floor. He also reveals that the item he chose to bring with him is the knife he bought from TV. The next time the platform comes by, Goreng finally begins to eat. He also sees a person from the upper levels fall through the hole, and Trimagasi says this is very common but nobody will do anything about it. Trimagasi tells Goreng about all the floors he's been on and mentions they'll be together next month. Goreng realizes that cellmates are kept together when they're shuffled and finally understands Trimagasi ate his previous cellmate when he was on the lower floors. When the platform comes by again, Miharu is sitting on it. Goreng worries about her because he notices she's injured, but Trimagasi tells him to ignore her. Miharu comes down the hole once a month to look for her missing child. She also kills every cellmate she gets in order to have more chances to be paired with her child the following month. The guy they saw falling was probably her victim. Trimagasi then explains that unlike her, he never killed anyone, he just ate the body that fell on his floor. When the platform goes to the next level, the prisoners try to take advantage of Miharu. Goreng yells at them to leave her alone.